you. Well, it's great to be back here, back in my hometown of New York. Anyone? Woo! I appreciate the effort. It is weird growing up in a city, though. I really think something strange happens to people when they're all packed in tight like that. New York is a testament to that. Frankly, I'm living proof. I mean, I come from a wealthy, Jewish, Irish family who befriended some Italians when they arrived in the city. Yes, I was raised in the wilds of New York by a pack of Bianchis. It stuck with me for a really long time. I mean, I loved our Italian family friends. My namesake is my Uncle Tony. He was the New Yorker, an Italian, in construction from Brooklyn. Really? Yes, they're around, I promise. He taught me a lot when I was a kid. I remember he gave me a very important lesson. He was a tough guy. He got in a lot of fights. He had some run-ins with the law. He didn't take crap from anybody, but at a young age he said, "Hey, Tony, come sit with your Tony." "Yeah, that's right, come here. Now listen to me, son. I'm going to teach you an important lesson about women." "Yes, that's right. You have a lot of women in your life. Your sister, your mommy, your grandmommy. Now, we in the construction business have learned something about women, and I'm going to teach you. Women must be feared and respected at all times. If you cross a woman, it may be the last thing you ever do. All right, go play." Yeah, that stuck with me for a very long time. And I mean, I did miss being a kid, though. When I got to grade school, I was outside of the city, but I was very proud of being a New Yorker. I learned from my Uncle Tony. By 6th grade, my favorite catchphrase was, "Have a nice day, asshole!" Hall monitors would call me out. "Excuse me, do you have a hall pass?" All our hall monitors spoke like Ursula, though. "Do you have a hall pass?" My response was always, "Hey, I'm walking there." That did not last. You know, I do miss being a kid. I had a friend who, all that she was a kid, her mom wouldn't call for her when we went out. No, she would whistle. And somehow my friend could always tell it was her mother whistling. They had a specific frequency, I guess. But I feel like, as an adult, you would get confused in a city because people are whistling all the time, you know? She's like walking down the street. "Mom? Mom, I'm like 35 years old. Leave me alone." Yeah, exactly. The city has to teach you a lot, though. I like to think, what if you took the whistler and applied it kind of universally? Like there's some mountaineer family who insisted every child had a single blade of grass so they could whistle when they were in danger. You know, Timmy gets down yelling. Oh, there's no clean grass left in the city, Timmy. You have to learn at an early age. I mean, the city teaches you a lot. The city taught me about honesty. I mean, not the city, one man in particular. Remember, it was a beautiful day, I was walking with my father, and this man came up to us, right up to my father, and says, "Excuse me, yo, listen, all I'm asking for is for $300. I just need $300, I don't think it's that big a deal." All right, listen. I promise you, if you give me this money, I'm not going to ask you for any more. You will have no idea what I spend it on, and you will never see me or your money again. I remember we walked away, and my father went, "That's the most honest man I've spoken to today, son." It is really strange growing up in a place where you see homeless people everywhere. I mean, everywhere. On the subway, too. Oh, the subway is a scary place. I mean, it's still scary now, but back when I was little, I remember it was my first time. I was 13 years old. I got on the subway. Very uncomfortable. You know, we didn't have those nice clean trains you have now. They were still really dirty. And I finally heard it. "Next stop." Is this Express? You know, because back then the conductor still made all the announcements, you know? We didn't have this really cheery guy you have now when you get on the train, you know, you step on, "Stand clear of the closing doors." Why, thanks. I hope next time, you know, back then it was more like, "Watch it." "Sorry, sir." So I sat down and kind of got acclimated, and then it happened. "Hello, everybody. I hope y'all enjoying your time in our fine city." Yeah, we have a beautiful city here, don't we? But listen, I would just like to let y'all know that today is my birthday. And I would love me some cake on my birthday, so if you have a dime or $5 to spare so I can buy a birthday cake, that would be great. Do you like cake, son? Yeah. 90s. And I was just so uncomfortable. All I could think back then, because it was the 90s, oh, I wish I had my Walkman right now. This was pre-iPod, if you can remember. Oh, I wouldn't have to listen to this. I could escape in Belle Biv DeVoe. And then sitting across from me was this very sophisticated-looking man who did have his iPod, his Walkman on. I'm still confused. He had his Walkman on, and he looked across from me, and he kind of looked around. He saw Birthday Boy walking around getting his money. And he realized what was going on. He saw how uncomfortable I was, and this insensitive Mr. Man just looked at me and went, "Oh, that is uncomfortable. How might I handle a situation like this? Oh, wait, what's my Walkman? I think I'll just turn up the tunes here. Enjoy the ride." Yeah, to a kid, right? Jerk. My childhood wasn't all honest train riding hobos, though, no. Much more to it, because frankly, I grew up in a very special time. The time of Pokemon. Right? Yeah, exactly. You all know. You all know. Everyone in this room was touched in some way by the rampant Pokemon phenomenon in the 1990s. Whether it was through a relative, your child, a friend, or, if you were like me, you were a scholar. And I use the word scholar very specifically because, frankly, I could have gone to grad school for that shit, okay? I was diligent and I studied. And it frustrates me now because whenever I talk to people who are into it, it's always, oh, well, what was your favorite, right? And with the girls, it's always Pikachu or, Jigglypuff. What? There are 150 of them. You have more options. I mean, okay, Pikachu, I'll give it to you. There's a tiny little mouse, he's yellow, he's furry, and lightning shoots out of his cheeks. Okay, pretty cool, make a great pet, but Jigglypuff? Come on! Okay, for those of you without the advanced background that I possess, I'll explain this abomination to you. Let's say, hypothetically, you're a 12-year-old Pokemon trainer and you've been working for weeks on a dragon. We call this dragon a Charizard. It can fly, breathe fire, and beat people up. You've named it Flamey because you're not that creative. So you have Flamey, you're very proud of Flamey. You probably worked for weeks on Flamey, and you're walking along in the Pokemon world, and along comes this marshmallow with appendages, and big eyes, big